Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sheena, and we're doing a pick a card reading regarding the energies for the new moon in Sagittarius Solar Eclipse, which is pretty awesome. But before we get into the pick a card, let's talk about the general collective message here. So when I felt into the energies, what kept popping up was the bow and arrow. So, with the bow and arrow, which is so Sagittarius, if you think about it, the way that it works is, you got to pull that arrow back, right, until it picks up tension, and then it's released as it speeds forward to its bullseye. That's what it feels like is happening here. We came from that lunar eclipse, right, in Taurus, where, it's about really seeing some shadowy parts of our life or some things that have not been seen or really addressed, and really kind of going back into all of that, which will help us to propel forward. And so this solar eclipse, this period of the lunar to the solar, I really feel like it's a portal, it's a gateway for us to really help us to move and propel us forward. In other words, it's like this igniter. It's igniting the fire. And that fire can be, that ignition can be in the form of passion. It could be in the form of, anger or something of that sorts. But it's something's going to ignite us. If you have yet to feel it, it's coming through. That energy is coming up to ignite the changes that have yet to be done. So, opening us up to prepare us for this new chapter that if you don't feel like you're in already, it's going to be making itself more and more evident, especially once the new year starts. So that's what I'm getting, and let's go into the pick a card reading and see what else wants to come through. So this is pile 1, which is the amethyst. We have pile 2, which is the green calcite. And then pile 3, we have the blue calcite. All right, so feel into that, and I will see you at your option. All right, hi there, pile 1. If you pick the amethyst crystal, this reading is for you. I hope you listen to that general message because I feel like there's like some tips in that for how to kind of navigate through the energies or not. But regardless, let's get started. So the general theme for you is passion and pleasure. And it says, savor your life. That Sagittarius energy is the fiery energy, is the one that loves to go and play and have fun. And I feel like that's really what's going to be enhanced for you. Like the theme here for you is really what allows you to dance at the beat of your own drum? What allows you the flexibility and the comfort to just sing your own song? What in your life, or what ideas can you bring forth in your life that will really help to create more passion and pleasure for yourself and as a result to others? That's what's really going to come through. It really feels like it's going to come through. And that, if you haven't already started with some creative projects, you're going to get a bunch of ideas through this portal period, right? Really interesting. But the theme for you is passion and pleasure. And what really floats your boat? So let's take it a little deeper. I'm using the Lightseers Tarot here. And Spirit for pile 1, new moon, solar eclipse. Let's do that again. For pile 1, please, Spirit. new moon energies for the solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Future as a result of the portal, please, Spirit. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and we have this Four of Swords. Okay, so pile one, it really feels like you've been through the ringer. You've had some experiences. It's though you've been climbing the ladder, trying to get somewhere, trying to do something. And it's just been this like never-ending struggle. Might be something that you have been feeling in the past. It's like no matter what way you choose to go, you're still ultimately getting the same results, it feels. And you know, regarding that past situation, it's like Spirit saying, you know, you've been protected, you've been guided, you've been supported. That's the right word, supported more than you know through this journey. And as much as you feel like you may be doing this alone, you're not. And that's the current energy here. So, you know, it feels like right now at this current position, it's like you feel confined, you feel in your own head, like there's just so much burden to bear. Feels like you're tied up, you know, in that mental energy of despair or just frustration and just weariness and being tired. But what this portal is going to do is actually show you the key elements in your life that actually do support you. It's going to enhance the things that really have lit you up. And that's where it comes to the passion and pleasure. It's like you've been like really low and heavy for a while now. And Spirit's saying, no, it's time to raise you up. You're moving forward to the next phase of your journey that is no longer in a heavier state of consciousness and beingness. So during this portal gateway, allow it to be released by movement forward. Now, in other words, don't look back. Don't interpret the present moment by your past, by the way you used to look at things in the past. So maybe you were a little bit on guard, or you know, just overanalyzed a little more. Allow yourself to be taken to smoother waters. Okay, that's why. Okay, sorry, I just looked at the bottom of the deck, which to me is confirmation. It's, you know, you're moving to smoother waters. Six of Swords, bottom of the deck, just so you see that. Yeah, you're going through a rebirth period. You know, the death of this old you, the death of the fight, the death of the struggle, and moving into a period of greater peace, a place of feeling like you're home, a place of feeling like you are safe and supported. Now, during this portal gateway, what I'm really feeling for you is take that time to nap and allow yourself to be okay, just taking it easy. It's hard when you're just go, go, go and, you know, in defense mode or just in a stressed state to be able to relax, especially when it's been a chronic state. So just be compassionate and give yourself that patience and the love to just allow your body and your mind and your emotions to just kind of come down to a point where it actually feels safe. It feels comfort. It feels love. But Spirit and this portal is going to be showing you some things, not only about the things that you are passionate about, things that will light that inner fire, that inner flame again, but it'll show you some things in your current reality that actually are really good, that actually do support you. So pay attention to those things. Pay attention to those things that are supportive for you. And remember that this is a journey, right? And with you, this journey has taken you to some low lows, but you're coming up to some high highs. And you are going through a transformation. You're moving into calmer waters, and you're moving into a place where you can really receive that support. But you got to get out of that survival and security on guard mode in order to receive that, right? So give yourself that love and space to do that. Now, let's move into the Archangel Oracle deck. And guidance. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing boundaries for you, Pile 1. For Pile 1, please, guidance for this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius spirit. Pile 1. One more card, please. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, so this is time for you to be courageous. That means stepping out of the old. And it doesn't, for you, it's not a doer mode. It's more about just an embracing mode, which you haven't been in, it feels like, in a while. And so it's for you to receive. Now here, the first question, take your power back. Or sorry, first card, take your power back. Archangel Raziel, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Yeah. This is about you setting boundaries with others. This is about you really coming to this point of completion. The rainbows always, to me, represent completion for some reason. And to me, it's like the top of the rainbow. It's like you've reached the end, the completion. And that could be completion with some lessons, some really hard lessons that you've had to learn about boundaries or relationships or things like that, or just being on guard and security and safety things in the root chakra or the solar plexus. I'm feeling it's root and solar plexus. Two major chakras for you. So with this card, it's like, take back your power and remember you're the main character of your own story. This is your life, your reality. What do you want in it? How do you want to be? How do you want to live? You know what I mean? So it's taking back that power and really just reorganizing those ties, reorganizing your thought forms, reorganizing what really feels good to you. So next card under the Eight of Swords, it's beloved one, Archangel Chamuel. I'm helping you with spiritual soulmate relationships. Now this could be, here, that's what the card looks like. So this could be that, there's some stress with the relationship. But ultimately, I really feel like this is the relationship with yourself. Ultimately, each relationship that we have in our life is a lesson for us, is possibly a mirror, but regardless of a mirror or not, it's a lesson for us. And it really feels like here, Pile 1, it's about you becoming your best friend. It's you giving yourself what you wanted from others, or what you craved from from others. You know what I mean? And so for you, it's like, this is time for you to take your power back. This period is your time to take your power back and really just own that relationship within yourself, with yourself, so you can move forward. Because as you really give yourself that self-love, it's like that passion and that pleasure for life or creativity or movement forward will ignite, will get stronger and stronger. Now, last card here, it says, Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. This could mean that you have children and that it's time to put some attention. Well, not necessarily time to put some attention, but if there's an opportunity here to really bond with your children more, especially, and that will create more of a happy home and happy world for you. But also, I also feel like nurturing your inner child would be really beneficial. Like, to me, it's like, you know, as much as that's the angel, right, Metatron, it's kind of like you are that angel and giving your own self, that inner child, that love, you know, and really allowing that inner child to be expressed. Because when it is as well, that takes you out of that mental energy, because it really puts you in your heart. So it's really difficult to keep up that natter in the mind and analyzing and being on guard when your inner child is being expressed. You know, they just want to play, they want to expand, they want to have fun. It's hard to carry two opposite emotions at the same time. You know what I mean? So for you, it's like, nurture that inner child. I feel like she or he really wants to come out to play. Like, I'm feeling this excitement, like, do it. Oh my gosh, because there's so much pleasure and passion, and I think you'll get some ideas and some epiphanies along the way. Okay. And follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. You know the way. You've done this before. You know the way. All right. That's your reading, pile one. Really nice. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And thank you for watching. Take care. Bye. Hey there. If you picked pile two, the green calcite, this reading is for you. So for the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius, your theme is very nice, the wondrous universe. And it says, walk in beauty. I like it. I like it. Okay, so what I'm getting here for you, pile two, expansion. Expansion. For you, pile two, and you're seeing like Saturn, and I don't even know what this is, if it's like the moon or what. But what I'm really sensing with you, pile two, is constriction and expansion. Constriction and expansion. So it's like you have gone from a point of being constricted. We'll see what the cards say, but this is just what I'm sensing and feeling. But it's like this time for you is going to show you a more expansive version of yourself, a more expansive version of your world, really. But it starts from within, right? So, or it doesn't necessarily, you might see it the other way around, where you've been limiting yourself, but as a result of where you can expand. Okay? But I can see it the other way as well. So for some people, it might be the opposite. You know, this is still a general reading. So it's like this, how do I say this? You're going to see where you've been restricting yourself, but you'll also be seeing places where you have opportunities of growth. but then you'll also see how far you can take it. You know what I mean? Like, you're just going to be able to see how far you can go in life. By not only seeing, and you may have already been seeing this through that lunar eclipse, where you've been restricting yourself or where your life has just been a little restricted, but it feels like, you know, you're really going to get this sense of expansion during this period, which is really going to help you to just kind of move forward into the new year in like a whole new way of being. It says, I'm drawn to like walk in beauty. I feel like you're going to get a sense of that beauty that's been there all along, but also the beauty in the opportunities that are around you. It'll be really interesting. Put down in the comments below if you feel like it, what comes out of this period for you. I'd love to know. So I'm going to use the Starseed, the Lightseers Tarot, and get a little bit more detail. So Spirit, for pile 2, new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. What do they need to know? One more card, please. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh my God. Pile 3. Holy guacamole. Okay. I'm not going to take all these cards, but I will take these two. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. So we have the Six of Wands. All right. We have Ace of Cups. We have the Three of Wands and the Sun. I keep hearing the sun is coming in, the sun is coming in, the sun is coming in. It's, this is a time for you to reap some long-awaited rewards, is what I'm getting. It's time for you to really just shine and allow life to really just pamper you. It's the expansion for you that that I was referring to in the theme for the solar eclipse for you, is really referencing all the amazing things that have come your way and that are coming your way. Because it's almost like it's propelling you up, like this wondrous, like it's time for you to reap your rewards. That's really what it comes down to. And it's almost like these energies are just like, I think I called you pile 3. Sorry, pile 2. These energies, right, of like you seeing how you've expanded, you seeing, you know, where things have been limited, but also where things are wonderful, like the love in your life, you know, the support that you have. And you may not have that much support around you, but you have that support within you, you know, and where you've been victorious and, you know, maybe where you haven't. But the fact is that you have done so much and you have completed a cycle. You have completed a cycle. And so this portal gateway is expanding you by showing you these different things and in turn raising up your vibration to allow the sun in. Now, what do I mean by that? It's like, this is the Three of Wands and then we have the Sun card. It's like what you've been waiting for, that wish fulfillment, that thing that your heart has been wanting is showing itself to you. Keep open, keep receptive, and allow spirit to take you at this point. Like, there's nothing for you to do, pile 2. Like, you've already built Yeah, and you probably already know that. You have the High Priestess, and then on top of that is the Three of Pentacles. You've been building a framework. You've been building greater stability, and this could be just within yourself, like spiritually. This could be in your life, like career-wise, or just, you know, just career-wise, or just family, or something. There's just something that you've been building. Yeah. Yeah. So there's something that you've been building, and you've built it to a really good place. And so just trust that it's going to work itself out. Give yourself that love and compassion as you wait patiently for your rewards. But it's almost like Spirit's given you some rewards already, and they're going to be reminding you of that. They'll be reminding you of the wonderful things that you have in your world and where you have succeeded, and how this is really a wonderful completion point for you. Even a life review moment where you realize that, yes, you may be a little beat up, you may have had some ups and downs in your life or in the last cycle, but you've come out on top, and you're still good, and you're still number one. You know what I mean? It's really nice reading. But there's something coming for you, pal, too. There really is something coming for you. And it's just continuing. It will enhance your foundation. It will enhance like what you're trying to build in your life, in your world. It'll just kind of take it to like the next level. But I feel like you already know it, or maybe you even sense that it is coming. It could be either or both. So let's get some advice for you using the Archangel Oracle deck. Advice for pile 2, please, for the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Okay. So first card is Clairaudience. Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. That's the card. I feel like what this card is really saying is be in the receptive state. You know, you may feel the need to continually do, and get some things done, but this is a time for you to rest and really reap your rewards. And so being more in the receptive state and just, and the reason why I get that is like the clairaudient is you're listening, right? You hear spirit. And it's like just listening in general puts us in that receptive state. And for you, I'm really feeling that's key for you, is just being in that receptive state. When a completion period is done, it's almost like there's always this floater period where you don't need to do anything. You just kind of float and surrender until you go into the next chapter. Now, it's not always the case, but for you, I'm feeling like there's a bit of a floater there. So allow spirit to kind of take you and be in that receptive energy and allow things to kind of transpire on its own. Looking at it as like a movie, because spirit's showing you some different things in your life that that are really good, and that's helping to bring you greater peace to help you move into this next period, which brings us to the next card, which is Peace. And it says, Peace, Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And for you, pal, too, this is you feeling that peace within yourself. make sure you take that moment to really celebrate yourself and celebrate all that you've overcome and celebrate all that you have in your life that has supported you. This period, and it's convenient, right? Like, we're at the end of the year, at the end of 2021. What a perfect opportunity to just kind of complete the cycle with gratitude and, like, you know, New Year's Eve and so forth. But this for you, it's a whole different cycle, a whole new shift that's happening for you. That's really going to take you to the next level. So it's kind of like, well, maybe now's the time to really just complete it with not necessarily a bang, but complete it with a bang. You know what I mean? So last card, brilliant idea, Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. And that kind of goes with what I was saying about really just, to me, that's confirmation. It just kind of flowed into the card, which is celebrate. Celebrate this time for you. And you'll find that as you celebrate and you gain that insight through that life review of your life and all those wonderful things, it's going to propel you forward. It's going to give you an idea. It's going to give you inspiration. It's going to give you the fire to move forward. And you know, you have that arrow there, right? That arrow up there. Yeah. So it's going to give you that fire to move forward into this next chapter. So exciting. So, pile 2, that's your reading. This solar eclipse is going to be wonderful. Just seeing all the wonderful expansion that's around you, all the beautiful things that are around you. And of course, you might see the little lack here and there too. Right? You can't have one without the other. It just all depends on your focus. But regardless, Spirit is bringing you forward, you know, past those tough times into something really magical. So go with grace and ease and receive and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. So if you picked the blue calcite, this reading is for you. So with you, you got 2 cards regarding this new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. So the first card is Vista, Vast Vista, expand your horizon. The second card is Transformation, and it says a fresh new way of living emerges. And the way that these cards fell, because you got 2 cards, was like that. And so I feel like for you, you're going through this transformation, this phoenix rising. And you know what? Now that I kind of think about it, this may have started like last month. And if not prior to that, because sometimes it's a little slow and then we don't realize, and then it's just, it expands, it gets bigger and bigger, and you know, escalates from there. But for you, I feel like you're going through this whole transformation and will continue to until that solar eclipse. And what's going to happen with that solar eclipse, it says a fresh new way of living emerges. And what it does is it expands your awareness of the possibilities available to you. Says expand your horizons. I feel like, yes, you will be coming out of that box and seeing beyond the possibilities that you did before. You know, when we stay in that box, all we see is this one road or maybe a couple roads that are available to us. But then when we get up and we look around, we realize, oh my gosh, I can go this way, I can go this way, I can go around this way. I don't have to take this path here. You know what I mean? So for you, I feel like you're going to rise up and see beyond where you've been, limiting yourself. You've been in this box. Oh my gosh, I need to get out. Where to now? The phoenix rises. That's you, pile 3. Rising up in your fire, in your passion, seeing the world in a whole different way. In other words, freedom. Pretty flippin' amazing. So let's go into the Lightseers Tarot. Go a little more into detail about what that looks like. Now, Spirit for pile 3, please. Okay. Pile 3, new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius. What does that look like for pile 3, please? Okay. What dropped was here, so I'm going to leave it like that. One more card. Make sure. I'm just dropping everything, aren't I? Give me 1 second. What came up was the Justice card. And I'm going to take that because they're major arcanas. And I saw that, so I'm going to take that too. Look at me taking everything. Okay. That was here. I saw that. Holding on too tight. All right, let's take that. And what was the name of the duck? Okay. So pile 3, it feels like you've been holding on too tight. Let's start with here. That's the 5 of Swords. I feel like you've been holding on too tight. Maybe just analyzing the different ways you can play life, the different opportunities, how you're going to do things, trying to be 2-3 steps ahead of the game, and having a bunch of noise around you, maybe other people that are just putting in their 2 cents on, you know, how you need to live and how you need to grow your empire and your world. You know, regardless, there's resistance in the flow of life, and it could also be that naysayer could be you. That shadow self of you that's just nattering in your mind, that piece of self-doubt and lack of faith, you know, that deep-seated shadow might be coming up to natter in your ear. And that's more so past, because what's happening here is, it's almost like, you know, when you keep looking at, if you're really, really hungry, okay, and you have like your food in the microwave and you're starving and you're waiting for that food to heat up in the microwave, and you're just staring at it and staring at it and staring at it, and you're just like, I'm really hungry. Why is 30 seconds or 1 minute so long? That's kind of where you're at, where it's like, you know, why is this taking so long? I've planted these seeds a long time ago, and why has it not blossomed yet? Well, what is that phrase? If you look at a pot, it won't boil. I don't even know the actual lingo for it, but you know what? You catch my drift here. It's just staring at it and focusing on it. It's not moving. And I feel like for you, it's your shadow that's just wanting it. But the thing though about you, pile 3, is that you're really smart. You're very in tune with yourself. And this period of this period of your transformation is really about blending that shadow part of you with the light. It's really about balancing those different parts of yourself and becoming more of your best friend. Like underneath that card was the Tower. It's almost like you have this moment where you finally let go. And it could be that something is happening that's forcing you to let go of the control. But it's almost like let go, let God moment. And let the chips fall as they may be. And you'll find that you'll become freer as you do. Now, obviously, take what resonates and leave what does not. But what I'm really gathering by this is you finding this internal balance of yourself, that struggle that's been there, that just, like, it's like these opposites that are going to be harmonizing. And once you do, you'll be able to see clearly. This tower moment might be a small little discrete moment that it's like an aha moment, or it could be something larger that you feel like changes your foundation. Regardless, it's there to help you with the transformation. It's there to help you to shift to a higher consciousness and, you know, really open your eyes to see beyond the illusion. That, you know, you can focus on this purse right here and hold it really tight, or look around you. There's a world of possibilities and opportunities. Look around you. There's a world of opportunities. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting. Like, it's understandable. Like, being in our safety net, like, that's total root chakra stuff. And you're transforming that because it's like it's kept you heavy. It's kept you, I'm hearing, small. And you deserve to rise. A fresh new way of living emerges. Interesting. So let's get some advice. We're going to use the Archangel Oracle deck. Advice for pile 3, please, Spirit. Advice for pile 3, Spirit, for this new moon, solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Last card. Okay. Okay. So, first off, we have angel therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So that's what I'm, with the whole, like, you know, stress, the whole stress, the internal turmoil, the stress about, you know, whatever worries that you have. You know, I think it's pretty literal here where it says, you know, give your cares and worries to us, angels, and allow us to take your burden. It's the whole let go and let God phrase again. It's like, let it go. You know, our minds have this tendency of giving us the worst case scenarios, doesn't it? And when it does, you know, how often does the worst case scenario happen? But it's like we feel this need to really just protect ourselves and be 3 steps ahead, or, you know, just give ourselves that security. But what if we are secure? What if everything is okay? What if we don't need to be in that box? You know what I mean? So that's what that says. Next card, it says gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. That is the card. And what I'm getting from this is, for you, at this stage, patience is required. But during this stage of waiting, there's some gifts in it for you, pile 3. There's some opportunities here that are birthing from you waiting. I don't know what it is, but it's either ideas, or there's just some sort of self-development that's happening during this time of patience for you. So it's, nothing is ever wasted. This time isn't wasted, and you are transforming, right? So it makes sense that things are just taking a little bit of time to manifest. Here outdoors, it says Archangel Raphael, go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. You know, with this, it's, yes, you know, it is literal in a way of go outside. and be in nature. Because by being in nature, it really helps us to be grounded. And it really helps us to just lighten the energy and lighten the load. Because I'm going back again to the Five of Swords energy here. It really helps to ground and lighten the energy of stress that's happening within us, and also giving us the clarity. There's something about Mother Nature, she clears our energies. And so I don't know where you are in the world, but if it's freezing cold, just even staring out the window and looking at Mother Nature from there can really help to just ease the body and ease the mind. So just some thoughts with that. Anything else? Not only ease the mind, but also ease your shadow self. And open you up to some greater awarenesses. That's where you might, where one or a few of you might get your tower moments. This epiphany is in nature. So if you feel guided to go outside and be in nature, go for it, because you might get that understanding from there. And I'm hearing a rebirth. So it's as though just by being in nature, you might get those epiphanies that come through are going to create that internal shift. It's going to create a shift or a change in your environment, a rebirth of something. And I'm seeing a squirrel here. So a squirrel might be significant for some of you. You know, okay, so what's coming through here is, you know, with the squirrel during the fall season, you know, they're running around, they're picking up those acorns and they stuff it in their mouth, right? They're about really just collecting and holding on to stuff to hold them over for winter. And what I'm really getting with this is, see how he's not collecting anything? Instead, you have some epiphanies that would come out that are going to make itself known to you. If you're able to get out in nature, if you're able to kind of let go of everything for a little bit and just kind of be, whether it's just walking or just being light and easy, there's some epiphanies coming in for you that's really going to help you with your Phoenix Rising moment and expanding your horizons. And then I'm drawn to the bottom of the deck where it says clear your space. You got a cluttery mind is what I'm really getting. And understandable, it feels like you got a lot going on in your world, Pile 3. But clearing your space will really help to clear the mind and clear the energies around you, right? So you may want to consider that before the end of the year, especially. Just so that way, because next year, starting in January, things are really going to start to pick up. So clearing your space, clearing the clutter will also help to you won't feel so shackled down. You'll feel lighter. And I think that's just going to really help you to move forward and see beyond the clutter or see beyond the box of your life, if that makes sense. Okay, Pile 3, that was your reading. I hope that made sense. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope it helped. So, you take care. Have a great solar eclipse. And thank you for watching. Bye.